Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Meri Brown shares a sadness over sister who passed away. Seasoned Sister Wives fans know that Meri Brown was one of 4 siblings before her parents joined polygamy. Sadly, she's the last remaining sibling alive of those 4. Although her sister Teresa passed away quite some time ago, she lives on in Meri's heart forever. Keep reading and see what Meri shared on Teresa's birthday. Meri Brown has briefly touched on her sister Teresa's death on Sister Wives, and of course, it's an incredibly painful subject for her. According to Meri, her sister passed away 18 years ago, which means the show began after her sister had already died. But today, Meri is choosing to remember Teresa fondly on her birthday. Happy birthday, sister. Meri Brown shared with her Instagram followers. She attached a photo of her sister posing with Mickey Mouse. Gone from us for 18 years now, and I often wonder what the stolen 18 years of conversations would have looked like. One can only imagine. Miss you, sister. #JeffCancer. Meri's Instagram followers left kind words for the TLC star in the comments. Some mentioned how much Meri's sister resembles Leon. Others left their condolences, including, "Happy heavenly birthday to your sister. Thinking of you, Meri. I'm so sorry for your loss, Meri. Girl, you have really been through a lot in this lifetime." Meri's sister isn't her only close family member to pass away. Her father died years ago. But Sister Wives fans likely remember that her mother Bonnie passed away in the middle of the pandemic. Meri's brother Adam, who is also Janelle Brown's first husband, also passed away from cancer within the past year. About 5 weeks ago, I got a text from my brother saying he had made the decision to not continue his chemo treatment due to the rapid progression of his cancer and deterioration of his body. Yesterday, Oct 5, 2023, just 2 months short of his 55th birthday, we lost him. Meri shared online last fall. After his passing, I would be the one remaining from the original 4. We lost Teresa, our sister just younger than me, to cancer in 2006. We lost our oldest brother Mark to heart issues in 2015. Now Adam to another type of cancer. The Sister Wives star had more siblings after her parents adopted the polygamist lifestyle. However, she doesn't speak often about those siblings. Over the last few years, Meri has shared extensively about her chosen family, including her friends Blair and Jen. After losing her close family members, fans can see why she relies so heavily on those relationships. What did you think about Meri's tribute to her sister? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. The early morning light filtered through the curtains, casting a soft glow over the room. Meri Brown sat on the edge of her bed, her hands clasped tightly in her lap, her gaze fixed on a faded photograph that lay in her trembling fingers. The image captured a moment frozen in time, a memory of laughter and joy that seemed worlds away from the heaviness that now settled in her heart. Her sister, her dear sister, was gone. The realization felt like a weight pressing down on her chest, making it difficult to breathe. Tears welled up in her eyes, blurring the image before her, but she couldn't tear her gaze away. In the photograph, they were both so young, their smiles wide and carefree, their arms wrapped around each other in an embrace that spoke of an unbreakable bond. Meri traced the outline of her sister's face with trembling fingers, her touch lingering on the curve of her cheek, the slope of her nose, the sparkle in her eyes. How could she be gone? It felt surreal, as if any moment now, she would walk through the door with that mischievous grin on her face, ready to tease Meri about something trivial. But she wouldn't, she couldn't. The reality crashed over Meri like a wave, threatening to pull her under. She clung to the photograph as if it were a lifeline, her heart aching with a pain that seemed bottomless. Memories flooded her mind, snippets of their childhood together, the secrets they shared, the dreams they once dared to dream. They had been inseparable once, 2 peas in a pod, navigating the ups and downs of life together. But somewhere along the way, life had pulled them in different directions. They drifted apart, their bond weakening with each passing year until it was little more than a fragile thread barely holding them together. Meri closed her eyes, willing the memories to wash over her, to fill the gaping hole that now existed where her sister had once been. She remembered the late-night conversations they used to have, huddled under blankets with mugs of hot cocoa, sharing their hopes and fears until the early hours of the morning. She remembered the way her sister had always been there for her, a constant source of support and encouragement, even when they disagreed. She remembered the laughter, the inside jokes, the shared moments of pure joy that had once defined their relationship. But now, all she was left with were memories. Memories that felt bittersweet, tinged with regret for all the things left unsaid, all the apologies left unspoken. She wished she could go back, turn back the hands of time and tell her sister how much she meant to her, how much she loved her. But she couldn't. Time marched on, indifferent to her pain, her regrets, her longing for one more chance to make things right. And so Meri sat in silence, the weight of her grief pressing down on her like a suffocating blanket, the tears staining her cheeks as she clung to the photograph of a sister lost but never forgotten. Outside, the world stirred to life, oblivious to the sorrow that enveloped Meri like a shroud. Birds chirped merrily in the trees, sunlight danced on the dew-kissed grass, life went on as it always did. But for Meri, the world had stopped turning. In that moment, all that mattered was the ache in her heart, the emptiness that echoed through her soul, the absence of the one person who had always been there for her. As the hours passed, Meri remained lost in her grief, her thoughts consumed by memories of a sister gone too soon. But amidst the pain, there was a flicker of something else, something resembling hope. For even in death, her sister lived on in the memories they had shared, in the love that had once bound them together, in the bond that could never truly be broken. And so Meri held onto that hope, letting it guide her through the darkness, knowing that somewhere, somehow, her sister was watching over her, still a part of her in ways that transcended the bounds of life and death. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the room, Meri whispered a silent prayer for her sister, a promise to keep her memory alive for as long as she lived.